Futures and options on futures trading involve substantial risk and is not a suitable investment for all types of investors. Past results are not necessarily indicative of future results. When I use the word I in this video, it refers to what I teach in my charting course or what I author in my twice daily oral and written updates. Prices shown on charts and quote boards are in real time and take into account all known activity up to this point in time. And if you'd like to read more of this disclaimer, simply hit the pause key on your video player. Good morning. Ira Epstein of Lynn & Associates with your morning flash update for this Monday, the 17th of July, 2017, about 9:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time. So as we're looking at the stock market, a very mixed picture, if you will, going on. You've got the Dow down, but the other three indices we follow up. Getting a little bit of a bounce in the VIX right now. Metals are stronger across the board today, and that's because of the increased GDP that we saw out of China. Their CPI numbers are up, retail spending there up, so they're getting a number of good things going. Energy prices, a bit of everywhere today. We're looking at the nat gas right now, coming up a fraction here. Weather conditions are still summertime-like, so we'll see if the air conditioning demand holds up. While gasoline's up, the crude is down, and we did see additional rig counts come out of that market. In the grain market, it's actually pretty stable so far for a Monday. Now, there is more heat in the forecast about a week away from now, but right now it appears to be moderate temperatures, so you're getting something of a pullback here. Bonds and notes, a bit of a bid, and all I could say is a tick isn't very much to say that there's a bit of a bid in the market. Dollar index down, still getting a bit of a rally here in the foreign currencies. The Swissy really came alive today, at one point up over 50 points, gaining on, as you can see, the euro currency. In Britain, they're beginning the Brexit talks now, so this is the first full day of it. We'll see what goes on. And this is a pretty important week. You're going to have the European Central Bank meeting and Bank of Japan. So we're going to hear monetary policy. We expect no changes out of either, but at least we have the meeting, and everybody's trying to speculate about the ECB, what they may or may not do. Now, if we look in the U.S. at the Fed Empire Manufacturing, it came out plus 0.98, but they expected 15. So while it's a plus number, these are all a bit less than the numbers that the market was looking for, except the price paid index. As you can see, that particular number was up a fraction, but the other numbers were pretty clear misses. China reported a 6.9% year-over-year GDP ahead of the 6.8%, but if you're looking for them to slow down, you haven't really seen it. June industrial production came out up 7.6% and ahead of the 6.5%. That is why copper's getting a bid this morning. And of course, the metals, they'll all look at that. Could that be a sign of something better happening? Crude production fell 5.1% in the first half of the year. Now, they did see the refineries produce more. That means they're going to keep importing oil at a good pace here. That is a buffer against the world saying, well, they're slowing down and maybe they don't need the oil. I'm not reading it that way at all. If the refinery rate's up and their own internal production is down, they have to be importing that oil. President Xi ordered formation of a cabinet-level committee. Now, that's the key word, not just a committee, cabinet level. That means they're going to report to him, and it's all about debt. He's very concerned what's going on there. He also ordered this week, in fact, today, opening of further markets to foreign investment, baby formulas, things of that nature. They may sound small to you. They're not. They're big business, and they're going to open it up. One of the things that's been a problem is if you open a business there, you got to have a local partner and blah, blah, what about minority controls? He's addressing that, so we'll see how far that goes. Eurostat data shows that the June Euro CPI was up 0.2 from the previous quarter and up 1.1% from the year earlier month. So they're seeing a bit of that core CPI move up. June CPI unchanged from the previous month, but as I said here, as you can see, 1.3% from the earlier month. And concerning Ms. Yellen, only 20.8% probability, according to the Wall Street Journal's survey, that she will be your next Fed chair. There is no clean leader. Stanley Fischer's, of course, is in the mix, but so are a bunch of other people with no one a real clean leader as to who may next lead the Fed. So those are things you want to be looking at down the road here, because we are in the second part of the year where Mr. Trump is most likely going to announce who that person is, and it'll come probably in the fall, winter months. Let's talk about research. You know, one of the things I like to do is start off your morning with a cup of coffee, that's your morning, and then a video covering 40 charts where I give specific buy here, sell there, here's the stop area, here's the profit objective. I try to get this and record it at 8:30 in the morning when the grains reopen. And they've opened at night already, but they reopen again. There's two openings of them at 8:30. They reopen after a short shutdown around 8:15 or so, and then we get the meat markets opening. So for those of you that like the soft commodities, the grains, the meats, I wait for that to all be full-fledged, and then I make that recording. So I'm covering all the major markets. I back it up with writings during the day to give you an idea what's going on, and oral updates. You get these by just calling my staff at this number. They'll get you on the list, or come right here. Go to our website, sign up for it. You can click up here if you're watching me on YouTube, by the way. And underneath us on many websites, it says, click here for Ira's free offers. Now, there is a caveat. If you've tried it before, I want you to be a subscriber at that point. You know what it's worth, and you take it from there. But if you haven't tried it, a full month, business month, 20-some-odd days, give it a try, see if you like it. I'm Ira. You have a good